All right, guys, we are going to be reacting to Germans told me to not visit Germany. They were so wrong. So Germans told her not to visit Germany. Why will Germans told this lady not to visit Germany? We're going to react to this, see what's going on. You know, another foreigner in Germany. Let's jump in. Let's see what's going on.
Do I look German at all?
No, Latin.
Latin.
Yeah.
Ah.
Which is a compliment.
Ah, thank you. I think so too. Welcome to DNA, Discovering New Ancestry, a project where I travel to all the countries I have DNA from in the hopes to learn more about the world and consequently myself. I'm Carolina Risotto, and I've never been so discouraged from visiting a country until I decided to go to Germany. During my travels, whenever I met a German and mentioned I was planning on visiting Germany, they would say, "Why? It's such an okay country." Germany, the land of 20,000 castles.
Okay, here we go, guys. I'm not going to say anything.
Okay, let's steer away from the stereotypes for a second. A country with so much cultural diversity throughout its 16 different states, yet not with much national pride. During my entire trip in Germany, I only saw one German flag. Now, my German ancestors are from a very long time ago, okay? Like late 1700s. So will I identify with German culture? What does it mean to be German anyway?
Okay, let's see.
Hello from Germany, Berlin, kicking it up. It's around 10 degrees Celsius, and considering it was 25 degrees in Barcelona, there's been a huge shift in weather. This is the first time I've had a private room in a hostel this far, and it's actually really nice because you get to spread out all your stuff.
Oh, Mini Cooper.
It's impossible to visit Germany for the first time and not talk a little bit about its dark history. So here's a little quick refresh.
Can we do something about this, man? Can we stop doing this stuff about the dark history of Germany? I just get tired of it, man. I just get tired of it. It's like an ex-girlfriend that you don't want to let go. It's literally like a girlfriend, ex-girlfriend that you guys broke up like 10 years ago and you're still thinking about her and how to get with her. Can we stop doing that? Nobody gave a damn about their history. Like, every country have their own bad history.
In 1939, Nazi Germany, led by Adolf Hitler, started World War II. Spreading an anti-Semitic agenda and starting the Holocaust, which led to the massacre of over 6 million Jews. There's a memorial for all the Jewish people killed in Europe. If you really look around,
it's not good, right?
It looks like tombs.
Yeah, I don't like it, but can we stop doing that?
Definitely feel anxious here. They had to constantly be hiding their identity and who they are, trying to protect themselves to survive. And as I walk through every single block, I'm kind of like, is there anybody there? Can I go through? After losing the war in 1945, Germany was divided into 4 different occupation zones, controlled by the US, France, the UK, and the USSR. Berlin, the capital, was also split evenly. Ideological differences between the capitalist West and the socialist East quickly led to another conflict, the Cold War. After millions of people fled to West Berlin, in 1961, the Soviets decided to build the Berlin Wall. Anyone trying to escape could be shot on sight.
Wow.
It's definitely something I've been really curious to visit my whole life.
That's crazy.
I consider myself a really sensitive person. I like touching the structure and seeing how I feel, so let's see if I feel anything. The wall became a global symbol of division, separating families and communities. Okay, I felt something nasty there. The wall fell only in 1989, with Germany being reunified in 1990.
She felt something nasty.
We're right in front of Checkpoint Charlie, which was one of the main points of entrance between East Berlin and West Berlin during the Cold War. Imagine some huge tanks right here. God. And now it's a tourist attraction. Got people over there lining up to take pictures like it's the bowl in New York City.
Yeah, that bowl is not a big deal. I've been there multiple times. It's not a big deal, guys.
When you walk around Berlin, you can tell that it was a really powerful and rich place, similar to Paris and London. But for some reason, Berlin made an overwhelming impact on me. Oh my God! No way!
Wow, that's big, huh?
No way!
That's big.
My eyes are tearing up. I had a weird feeling walking around here just now, which is a feeling I did not expect. I looked around, I was like, wow. And then I said it out loud. I want to live in Europe. I actually said that. Have I always had an interest in coming to Europe, spending some time here? For sure. But I don't think I've ever said,
wow,
I want to live in Europe. I still have an apartment in New York and I just renewed my lease. What is my life?
I mean, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. That Germany's gorgeous.
This is gonna be my
Europe's
first
gorgeous.
nightclub here in Berlin. People say things get crazy. I want to see them get crazy. I don't know if I want to be a part of the craziness. Downstairs right now at the hostel, they're doing a little warm-up party, and let's see what's going on. The drinking games were a great icebreaker. There were a ton of solo travelers and many people who were in Berlin just for the nightlife. The electronic music scene is world famous. I knew very little about it at the time, but apparently Berlin has parties like every day, all day, with many of them being incredibly sex friendly.
Wow, that's Berlin right there.
The next morning, I went out to grab some coffee and I met like the nicest Berliner who sells coffee and jewelry at the same time.
Nobody is then in a hurry or maybe angry because they can take a look at funny things.
Oh wow, okay, so what is this?
This is the espresso macchiato.
Espresso
I made with a lot of love.
Oh, it's very good. You know what you're doing. Do you have a favorite one?
The jellyfishes, you can have it as a necklace or also as an earring.
She
my
makes it. That's
God,
funny.
That's brilliant.
That is
It would be
funny.
boring if the old things like this is only at home in, I don't know, in
Hey,
the
she making those from scratch, man. That's what it counts. That's what counts.
box, so you can wear it as a necklace. My old Barbie, she don't have a nice head because I cut her hairs. Now she have a bird head.
Okay.
Berlin
guess-
has an undeniable, unique art scene. The East Side Gallery is one of the coolest initiatives I've ever seen. They took a huge part of the Berlin Wall, where it was originally standing, and made it into art. Berlin is like always catching you off guard. You just never know what you're gonna see.
Man, the graffiti, man. I'm just telling you, it's just the graffiti, man. I'm just not a fan of the graffiti. I'm just not a fan of graffiti. Oh, that's good.
Even
That's
though
good
we're
job,
in
right?
Germany, it's actually really popular to eat kebabs. The Turkish
Kebabs.
community in like the 1970s created it here, and they're like one of the biggest immigrant population groups in the area. So now it's a thing. This huge kebab cost me $4.90, so
Wow.
it's super affordable, and I'm really excited to try it.
Wow.
It is so flavorful.
Yo, $4.90 for that? That's a good price. That is a very good price. You cannot beat that.
People here are so creative. The coffee shop is not just a coffee shop, it's also a clothing store and a bike store. And guess what? There's a huge car for sale in the back too.
No way.
It's a city that is so relevant historically, but also presently. The next day, I took a train to Cologne, the fourth biggest city in Germany,
Yeah,
and
wow.
one of the most bombarded during World War II. Over 90% of the city was destroyed.
Yeah,
Their
she's basically the typical American. They only think about Germany and World War II. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what I'm just getting from this video. Have you guys noticed how she's still talking about World War II? I have no problem. I'm a fan of World War II and World War I. Love both wars. But damn, that's not the only thing that we have, that Germany has to offer. What about the history? What happened in the 19th century? What happened in the 18th century? The Enlightenment period. I mean, all this stuff, man. What happened to that? It's like we only talk about World War II. Like Germany, World War II. Cologne, bombarding. Like,
iconic Gothic cathedral,
me,
one of the
guys.
biggest in the world. Thank God it survived, because it actually took about 600 years to build that thing. Can you imagine having to start from scratch? But Cologne has more of a small town vibe, which felt refreshing after the intensity of Berlin. This allowed me to just relax and be more of a local for a few days. And honestly, I've been having too much of a good old time because I am with these two amazing people. Olivia and Paul.
I knew it was Canadian. I knew that guy was Canadian. Yeah, I knew that guy was a Canadian. This one right here, I knew it. You guys can keep these people. Yeah, you guys in Germany, you guys can keep these people, man.
So mein, ich heiße Paul Kagel. No, in Germany, it's I love it in Germany.
How long have you been living here?
12 years.
Okay, what
Yeah,
about you,
you guys
Livia?
can keep
I've been
them.
living here for 9 years.
Okay, and you're from Brazil and you're from Canada.
Yes.
Tell me
Yo,
like
she
the
looks
biggest
Brazilian,
cultural
wow.
differences between Brazil and Germany, and Canada and Germany. Just one.
The openness of people, like in first meeting, how friendly they can be. Here, they
Yo,
take
really? You guys are very open and friendly?
their sweet time, but once you get to know them, they're pretty nice.
The directness of Germany compared to Canada.
Yeah, he's
where
Canadian. Yeah, he's Canadian, so the directness is something.
everyone
Yeah.
beats around the bush in Canada, very passive aggressive. And here, you know when you've done something wrong.
You definitely do.
Do you guys think that I would like living in Germany?
I think so.
I think so too.
I think your mind is very open to that type of culture. I think you would fit really well in here. Yeah.
I think I will probably have to dress a little bit better because I don't look nearly as cool as these guys.
Oh my god. But no, that's the good thing about Germany. You can literally wear a bin bag and you will still be fine. Nobody will look at you. You can wear whatever you want and you will be accepted.
Yeah, well, I feel underwhelming.
You're not underwhelmed.
You're not. Look at your earrings.
Yes, you're
Yeah,
cool.
You're cool.
You guys.
I don't know, man. Like,
It's my moment.
I think you would totally fit in here.
I've actually
shout
been
out
in
to the
Cologne
music.
already
Music, very good music selection.
for 3 nights. I've been taking it easy. I'm staying with my friend Livia. We actually met like 15 years ago in Brazil. We were doing ballet in the same ballet school, and she was best friends with my sister. And I haven't seen her in like 8 years, but we've been really like clicking and just
Wow.
talking. Oh my God, look at these little duckies. Oh, these little duckies. Okay, where were we? Yes.
I like the retro feel to it too. It's a retro feel to it. And she has some Albanian. She has some Albanian kind of feature too.
I don't feel super great about myself today. I've been sleeping a lot. I've been needing tons of rest, and I'm starting to learn how much energy this whole traveling thing takes. Even spending a minimum of 4 nights in every city, I still get tired very easily because I feel like I'm always trying to catch up with the clock. There's something to film, there's something to edit, there are people to meet. I don't allow myself any time off. It's more that I wish I could live and work just as much. And I always have to sacrifice one of them, and I feel like I'm always having to sacrifice living. And then I sacrifice myself. I still kind of just need a breather, and I think it's hard to respect that. I took most of the days that I had in Cologne to just
Okay, interesting. Okay, I was not expecting that.
recover. Even if I didn't do much tourism, it was time well spent.
Okay. Beautiful night. Oh my God, this
Today,
is gorgeous.
as our
Wow.
official first day in Munich, I would love to see the Munich residence, which used to be the German royal palace for like 400 years or something. Let's go.
Wow.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay, now let's go. Did you know that Munich means by the monks? That's because it was founded by a monastery in 1158. Within 600 years, it went from monastery to Oktoberfest, which originally was a wedding celebration of their Bavarian prince and princess, who lived in the incredible Munich residence.
Wow, look at that.
This is the first room here of the palace. Absolutely gorgeous. There are paintings
Wow.
of many members of the royal family at the time. This room is quite disturbing. What the hell is this? It's
What
made
the
out of
hell is that?
seashells. Now this was supposed to be the pleasure room. Basically means it was a sex house.
A what?
Sometimes
It was a what?
pleasure room. Basically means it was a sex house. Sometimes the
Sex orgy?
king
That's what you said?
just be having dinner here, chilling, and he would have everybody below him just watching him eat. Because that's how a king lives. He makes people watch him eat. So I don't understand the power dynamics in play here.
Yeah, that's a
You
good
can
question. I
tell
don't
there's a
understand the
big
power
difference
dynamics.
between the original rooms and rooms like this one, which were destroyed. during World War II. Okay, this room, you can tell it was not completely destroyed. You can see there's gold absolutely everywhere.
Wow.
Munich's colorful facades, arched walkways, and grand plazas give it a distinctly Southern European feel. Yet, one thing was on my mind. Whenever I asked a local about being German, they would correct me by saying, "I'm not German, I'm Bavarian." A mistake I made over and over again during my visit. Why can't you introduce yourself as German?
Being German is actually really quite a new idea. Germany is born as a country 1871. So Germany is what's that, 94 years, 5 years younger than America as a country. So being German, it's kind of a new idea.
What?
It's 5 years younger in 71. So Germany is what's that, 94 years, 5 years younger than America as a country. So being German, it's kind of a new idea, but it's made up of ancient tribes. More than likely, it's a bit like Italy. That's an Italian, they're Sicilian, they're Tuscan.
Yeah,
but here,
Italy's a new country.
they're Hessian, they're Bavarian.
The oldest countries were England, Spain, I think France.
The German nation happened after the collapse of the Holy Roman Empire, but we speak the same language, similar culture, so they tried to create originally a sense of German culture, heritage through arts, music, language. In theory, wherever you hear German, that is Germany. And the political boundaries came later.
This was interesting for me to hear.
That's an interesting point. I didn't know this. I knew that Germany as what we know Germany today is just a new country, like a lot of countries. But not to that extent.
Because I'm a carioca, meaning someone from the city of Rio de Janeiro. But I'm a Brazilian first and a carioca second. In Germany, it seems to be the...
What?
But I'm a Brazilian first and a carioca second.
That's more like a new world kind of mindset. It's like Americans. I'm an American first and then from what state you are kind of a thing, right? That's more like a new world kind of... How can I say? Because a lot of these nations in the Western region, hemisphere, like North America all the way to South America, even Australia, it was a lot of immigrants that went to that place and they made that place. It's a different mindset. Against, for instance, Germany, it's not. It was you have tribes that has been in those lands for thousands of years. So it's probably a little bit different.
In Germany, it seems to be the opposite, which shows how disconnected they feel about the idea of being a part of Germany at all. On my last day in Germany, I visited what I think is one of the most impactful places I've ever been to in my whole life. It's located about an hour away from Munich by train, and over 40,000 people have died there.
Damn.
I'm talking about one of the first concentration camps ever created, the Dachau concentration camp. This is my first time ever in a concentration camp, so I really don't know what to expect.
Yeah, oh man, you can tell, bro, you can tell there's ghosts over here. Okay, that place is haunted. I'm sorry. That place is haunted. Anybody that practice ghost hunting, please go there if you want real activity.
I immediately feel really negative energy.
Yeah.
Look at this map. It has all the concentration camps that they had, and was over 1,000, by the way. Auschwitz was the most popular one, and this is the one we're visiting today. Right here, as you can intuitively tell, is where they put all the bodies and cremated them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 stations, and I feel like my blood pressure just dropping right now.
Oh,
a lot of the
cold.
people in Germany itself weren't aware of how bad it was until after.
Our daily life was going to school, and then in 1943 the thing switched over to day and night bombing. We were 4 or 5 days in the same clothing in a bunker, when the whole lot of people having similar problems, they stick together, helping each other. Now, as we are all kind of rich or easy life, we have not this feeling anymore. I help you. No, you're watching our highway. Each one wants to be faster than the other.
That's definitely something I've been feeling living in the US, especially in big cities. I've lived in New York and in LA. I feel like everyone is just out for their own.
Yeah.
People just don't care.
Yeah, people not having families. It's not that people don't care. It's that there's not a sense of community because we're not having families. Family is the only thing that can create a community. Why? Because you have a responsibility, an innate responsibility to take care of not only your family, but what is around your family. And that extends to the community.
Be not
It's easy,
scared
guys.
to contact people, just I did before. You're taking pictures, and what is the outcome? It's my first interview in my life.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh my God, I feel so honored.
Yeah,
Well, it
you
was a
should.
great pleasure to talk to you, and I hope you will be a resident in Munich.
Wow. Wow, that's very nice.
So what does it mean to be German anyway? In Germany, people seem detached from the idea of having a national identity. I think that's because any nationalism they had before World War II was tainted by the Nazi regime, bringing lasting public shame to Germany. Today, people definitely seem more comfortable introducing themselves as German than maybe they would have about 30, 40 years ago, but they seem to be more attached to the region they're from than anything. While Germans share traits like being punctual, sarcastic, and brutally honest, they seem to take more pride in their regional differences. Bavarians seem proud of their warm, laid-back nature. Coloners are proud of their long-withstanding cathedral and local holidays. Berliners are proud of their vibrant art scene and open-mindedness. And so it goes. Do I feel German at all? No, absolutely not. Germans are drastically different from Brazilians. Brazilians are super friendly, expressive, touchy, spontaneous, and absolutely late to everything. It's actually rude to arrive on time in Brazil. Germans are direct, organized, punctual, and value personal space. On paper, we couldn't be more different. Yet in Germany, somehow, I never felt out of place. You would think I would feel like an outsider, like I have in so many other situations in my life, but that didn't happen at all. The feeling that I got in Germany is that there's no real concept of like fitting in. People just seem to respect each other's individuality and are still able to build an authentic connection. I'm sure this experience could have been very different if I had visited other parts of Germany, but for a country that, quite honestly, I did not expect to feel a connection with, I think this was pretty amazing.
Okay, her name is Carolina Risotto. Risotto, so that's an Italian last name. Interesting. Well, shout out to her. Go to leave the link in the description down below. If you guys want to just support her content, you can do so. I think personally, there's a couple things here that I'm gonna disagree with. It's just the constant reminder that something happened in World War II. It's something that a lot of these bloggers need to get out of their mind, man. That's my personal view on this. It's just a constant reminder that World War II happened. We know. But there's all the things that should remind Germany for. Like, we have great composers. Music. I mean, when I think about Germany, I'm not even thinking about World War II. It's like my third step. I'm thinking about the arts, especially music, because I'm a classical musician. I'm gonna go directly to Beethoven, Bach. A lot of these great composers that just Wagner, Mendelssohn, even the extent of the Austrian composers such as Schubert, Mozart. I mean, goes on and on and on and on. Joseph Haydn. Come on now. I think that's more important than World War II, personally. The World War II was a small chapter. I'm not downgrading, right? But Germany is not that chapter. Let me know what you guys think, guys. Some of you guys might disagree with me, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. But let me know what you guys think. I'll see you in the next one.